do. All right, let's do this. We are finally we were able to come back to Coruscant, which means I'm back here trying to get some of the doors that I wasn't able to get through when I was first on the planet. We can't get to them all, but we can get to some of them. The green ones are the ones we can get to. The red ones are the ones we can't. So there's still some stuff we can't access, but there's a lot of stuff we can. So we're going to focus on that today. And I tell you what, I cannot wait to... I'm already ready to do a second playthrough of this game. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but it's such a good game. And I'm doing it on easy mode right now, so I'm just doing it for the story, but I'm already looking forward to doing it on a harder difficulty, because there's a lot of great stuff here. Supposedly... I heard there's a gonk droid, like, right in the way. Alright, you know what? Hit me again, bro. Hoorah. Alright. Is it that one right there? It's that right there. Woohoo! What we got? Anything juicy in here? We're gonna go through the door. Okay, so we're gonna go out and up a ramp. Oh, Jesus. Oh yeah, shortcut unlocked.
You there, come here.
Okay, we're gonna go up. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Up, up, and away we go. Oh, there's a box up there that I don't think I've gotten before. Maybe, maybe not. Ooh, I almost overshot. Okay. Coruscant paint. And there's a door over there that I haven't gotten. Oh, went the wrong way. Wrong way! Oh crap, there's a whole bunch. Not a problem for a trained Jedi. Alright, through here. Nope. Alright. Over here it says just another green door. One, two, three. I need to try to get this combo. 1, 2. It's gonna kill me. It's 1, 2, 3. It's not right. 1, 2, 3. How do I never get that right during combat? 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3. It's gotta be a little bit of a hold. Oh man, can I not get up there? Frack. Oh. Squeezy squeeze. I just realized I didn't turn the extra light on, so my green screen looked a little funky.
You made a mistake. I will stop it.
1, 2, 3. Finally managed to pull it off in combat. Alright, where is that green door? Oh shit! 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 Shit!
Dodging a little fast.
Controlled operation.
Okay. I think we've gotten all the green doors that I missed. I still have no idea where the life stem is on this planet, though. I somehow missed that when I was here the first time, so... Whatevs, hangar. We're gonna go back to the hangar. I think we've gotten everything we can get here. Or at least I've gotten all the green areas that I care to get. So go up here to the right, there's a fast travel. Oh, I can go straight back to the Mantis. Cool. Cool beans, cool beans.
All these people, oblivious to the war we're fighting.
Maybe that's a good thing.
For now, perhaps. But what this galaxy needs is a true revolution.
You're gonna lead it?
Speaking of
Wouldn't
the
you
choir.
like that?
Nope, going the wrong way. So, we can go back
Next,
to
let's go to...
Kobo now because... Oh, I wonder if there's any places on the moon that we might be able to get to now
To the shattered moon.
that we've got these additional travel options.
You got anything to eat around here?
Yeah, but no eating in the cockpit. That's the rules.
What if I promise to be extra careful?
I'd say, oh, that's very considerate of you. But still no.
Didn't realize we were on an Imperial vessel.
All right, we're here. Get in your chair.
I don't know if there's any stuff here that we can get to or not. We're gonna go find out.
We can handle it here.
Alright, so I'm looking for green doors. There may not be any. This one I don't care about because that's literally just fast. So, alright, back to Kobo, which means I think we're gonna do some bounty hunting tonight.
Time to go.
What's up, mister? I'm good. I'm tired, but otherwise I'm good. I'm fighting off the urge to drink more coffee.
Coruscant.
Well, I went to the wrong
Capital
planet.
of the Empire. I have never been there.
Clicked the wrong
Coruscant's not
place.
so bad when you're not being shot at.
Personally, I think
Trying not to drink afternoon
Maybe there's some
coffee
intel we
this
missed.
week so that I can go to bed at a reasonable hour and get up and go for my runs.
I
And
will
I haven't
not
been
stop.
running regularly for like the last 2 weeks. I was doing really good for about a month, lost about 6 pounds, and then it got really hot, and Chris and I just got lazy about doing exercises, mostly me. But Yeah. But usually,
Seat, Cal.
we're drinking afternoon coffee at like 3 o'clock, and I'm trying not to do
Where do we
that the
go?
last couple of days. It's pretty rough. Alright, we want to go back to... Kobo.
Where to next, BD?
It's never easy to get started. Once you're going, it's not too bad once you get going, but it takes about a month, 4 to 6 weeks before you can really get, at least for me, that's how long it usually takes to get back in the
The
groove.
Mantis has changed.
Oh yeah, Cal and Bode, they ain't exactly the cleaning types.
I cleaned this morning. Wait, did I? No, I didn't. That's on me.
Marin, I didn't know you were coming. Hey, maybe I'll pick up some scat steaks. Why'd you join back up anyways?
Seer and I believe Tanalor could be a refuge for those persecuted by the Empire.
Persecuted by the Empire, huh? Gonna get crowded. Sit down, or here.
The hard part is like once we moved here, I mean, I did really good living in the city for those 4 years. I went to the gym for about a year and a half before COVID shut everything down. I lost about 30 pounds, got back in really good shape, was running 5 kilometers a day.
Welcome to Kobo.
Cal, so glad you're back. You missed all the action. It was horrible.
Did something happen?
The Raiders paid us another visit. Took a shine to that droid you found.
See?
They took her, Cal. Carried her right out. She's been droid napped.
My saloon better be okay, Turgle. I think you brought this down on us.
I'm innocent, Mr. Grease. Promise.
Dagon sent them. He's after Tanalor.
There must be something more to Z than we realized. Something scrambled up in her memory banks.
We have to rescue her. Once he gets what he wants, he'll scrap her for sure.
It won't be easy to get her back. The Raider base is in the swamp. They gutted an old Lucre Hulk battleship from the Clone Wars.
You've seen it.
Oh.
Means they got a lot of firepower.
As do we.
She's right. Now's our time to move.
I like where this is going.
They already have what they came for. They're back at their fortress feeling safe, complacent.
They'll never see it coming.
Maybe not. But if you're wrong, then they'll be looking for payback.
Not to worry. I will stay here and look after Grease and the others.
You sure?
I think you two can manage. Just don't let him swim without supervision.
Let me know if you need help.
Nice axe.
Name's Mosey.
Marin.
All right. I'll scout ahead. Meet you there?
Yeah, because then we moved here, and I put 20 pounds on again over the last year. Because I didn't do anything for a whole year. Because I was like, it's too fucking hot to do anything. So now I've just been having to force myself. The hard part is I got to go run at 5:30 in the morning, which means I got to get up at 4 so that I have time to have my cup of coffee, my 2 cups of coffee, my morning constitutional, all that good stuff. Because if you try to run past 6 o'clock, I mean, I could probably do it as late as 9, but by 9 a.m. it's already up to like 95 degrees. So these are excuses. That's what those are. Anyway, losing weight, as everyone knows, is a lot harder than gaining it. Okay, so I need to go all the way back out over there. However, I got some rumors here. Check in with Peely. Up on the rooftop. Graham says, how's the leveling system compared to Outcast? I loved Outcast. This is a lot different than Fallen Order. I don't know that I can... I'll have to go down to one of the meditation points to really show you. But there's lots of different stances now. There's the dual wield stance. There's the... hang on, we'll go to the top. The dual wield stance. There's the cross guard stance. which is like a big, it's like the Kylo Ren lightsaber, which is really slow attacks that do tons of damage. Then there's the blaster pistol and lightsaber, which is like a fencing stance with a pistol. Then there is the the dual-bladed lightsaber stance, and then there's the single lightsaber stance. They all feel very, very, very different. They all play very, very, very different. They offer different, you'll notice on the bottom right here, power, speed, range, defense. Those all change depending on what stance you're in. So, do you want to do lots of DPS, or do you want to be, super fast? Do you want to have a high defense? Like, what do you want out of your lightsaber? And then the abilities you get are locked within the skill trees for each individual stance. So there's 5 different combat stances with multiple abilities within those stances that you can level up in. Then do you have the force ability stances? They're not stances, but the force ability trees. Each one of those trees has multiple abilities in the trees. If you're still around when I get to a meditation spot, I can show you in better detail, but I can only explain from here because you can't wait to look at those until you get at meditation's point. And then there's also perks, which allow you to further flesh out your...
Plants could use a little company, BD.
Thanks to your cultivation, I was able to expand our garden.
Hi, Peely.
So far, Kobo has been a welcoming home, and this rooftop's energy drew me towards it.
You feel a connection to this garden?
Yes.
My mother's side of the
We
family
help
is
each
very
other
big.
grow.
So
Looks like you've
my
already
dad's side is skinny,
The
my mom's
vines?
side is big.
Yes, they sprouted
And so if
overnight.
I don't watch it,
There's so
I
much more
can
to discover.
put on weight very
If
quickly.
you plant new seeds, I'll tell you all about them.
So
But,
yeah,
much like
yeah.
healthy roots,
But
do not
I don't think I can ever
overextend
get like
yourself.
big because
Grow
I have
the
my
plants
dad's
we
genes as
have,
well. So
and I'll clear more garden
I
space
think the
in
heaviest
time.
I've gotten is like I think it was 195 at one point, which was pretty big, but that was years and years and years ago. Usually I'm right around 175 to 180.
Got new seeds to plant.
Okay, medium plot. Okay, now I've got large plot.
This is a new one. I bet Peely has more information. How about here?
Okay. Oh, I got a new gardening plot over here now. That's cool.
Ooh, a bluebell squish. How fascinating. Its flower has a most unusual scent, drawn from the moss as it blooms. I find it quite pleasant. I see you planted a spine fluff. They are quite adorable, but beware. Nested amongst those plumes are some claw-sharp needles.
So this is updating my data bank with the
That
seeds
fruit
that
shell
I've
will be
gotten.
wonderful when it flowers. The wide-brimmed leaves provide shade for the thin stem, which can blister and
Yeah, when I
fade
was
very
running
easily.
5K every day in the city, I was down to about 172. So, I mean, if I'm really, really active, I'm around 170, 172. Even if I'm going to the gym all the time, I don't think I've ever, like, even putting on muscle, I'll be right around 175. It's like, I don't like to get big, but I like to get in shape, you know. I like going to the gym, you know. I don't necessarily like the people at the gym, but I like the experience of the gym. Alright, I should have some more fish to drop off here at the aquarium as well. Tank state is dirty. How do I clean it? I bet I have to talk to the aquarium dude. Scuba Steve.
The tale continues. When we last spoke, I warned of the grapnel's arrival. That great ship came descending on us like an anchor cutting in deep. Ne'er a more fearsome ship did you clap eye on. She was sharp, like a fish, like the nose of a bony fish. She had 3 great claws. Aye, the landing gear. But when her great jaws parted, aye, the loading ramp. Will you hush and let Scuba tell the story? Her great jaws parted, disgorging her dread crew. A more vile pack of fisherfolk you never did see. And led by the vilest of them all, Captain One Yak Wet, the bearded, bezel-less bat that he intended to fish in our waters. Trophy hunters they were, in search of the most rare catches. Well, we Sacavians refused. We had the great famine to contend with, see? Every fish was precious. But the ferocious captain didn't care for our troubles. With a belch, he produced from his creel a mighty harpoon. Wait, cried wee Scuba, hopping off of his rock. I know these waters like the taste of my own tongue. There'll be few fish beneath yon ice. But, continued I, if you take me with you, and if you leave my village be, I could show you how to coax the rarest of fishes onto your line. Aye. The dread captain stroked his briny beard. After a long moment, he held out his hand and grinned most terribly. Lad, said he, you be a mock. I'll be requiring another for me crew, one who knows the curve of the sea. Oh, Cal. If I could only go back to that moment when I shook Captain Wet's rigid hand. If only I'd never stepped off my wee rock. But my encounter with Undan had given me a taste for the unknown. I couldn't resist the call of adventure, and I had to save my people. So, I left with the grapnel, thinking the business done. I would be a fisher for Captain Wet. Of course, my adventure had only begun. For just when the grapnel hit orbit...
More trouble, I take it?
But I've havered on long enough. And come back another time and I'll tell you more.
This guy's story keeps going on and on. It's funny as hell. Mr. says, "Look, game looks fun." It is. It's a hell of a lot of fun. And Graham says, "I hope this rocky launch doesn't inhibit the ability to launch more of these." I don't think it's been a rocky launch at all, to be honest with you. I think from what I understand, it's a very small percentage of the PC audience are having performance issues. The vast majority of people are not having issues. Nobody's having issues on the PS5. No one's having issues on the Xbox Series X or S. It's literally just some people within the PC community. And to be honest with you, that's a fragment of the amount of people who have purchased this game. The vast majority of sales are coming from consoles, so they've sold millions of units at that point. It's amazing on the Series X. I'm playing on the Series X right now, like no issues, no performance issues, zero issues whatsoever. And it looks freaking amazing. I don't know how to clean the tank. It says tank state dirty.
Hey, Scuba. How's the water?
Fine. I just wanted to thank you for lending me your tank. Plenty more space for plenty more fishes, though. Let's keep them all spinning, eh?
Chris must be on TikTok, because all of a sudden I'm watching my phone and it's like she's sending me a bunch of videos. Yeah, I don't know how to clean the tank. Okay. Well, I want to go bounty hunting, so before I do anything, we got side quests to do. We got the bounty hunting we can take care of. Let's head out. Oh no, Graham's here. I wanted to show you on the, let's go down to the meditation circle real quick so I can better show you the ability trees. Actually, we can fast travel from there to the place we need to go. All right, so when you're at the meditation circle, we can go into training, and this is where you can see, in the first game, you only had survival abilities, lightsaber abilities, and force abilities. You kind of have the same thing here. I clicked the long thing. You kind of have the same thing here, but you have a lot more because you retain all of the abilities that you got from the Fallen Order. So all of those abilities, force throw and force pull and lightsaber throw and everything else, you get to keep all of those, and then they just add on top of that. So you still have the 3 stances per se: lightsaber, survival, and force. But then if you go into these, like, there's a whole tree for survival, for resilience. But then let's look at, so there's 1 tree for survival, there's 5 trees for lightsaber, and each tree has a bunch of abilities in it. So for example, I am primarily spec'd to use dual wield, but I'm currently maxed out my dual wield. Now I'm working on my single lightsaber, actually, which I need to spend a point here. And actually learn a new ability. Thanks for the super chat, Graham. Appreciate it. What else can I do here? That costs 2. This costs 1. So you have each one of these stances has, or which one of these stance trees has a bunch of abilities in it. So you get 5 in the lightsaber, 1 in survival, and you get 3 in the force abilities. So I've maxed out my Jedi concentration, and I'm working on maxing out telekinesis next. And then I might eventually get to confusion, but I haven't worried about this one yet. This allows you to take over creatures' minds during combat, make them fight for you. So there's a whole bunch of new trees to level, so it's a lot more complex than the first game. Plus, you have these perks, which are new to this game. So you have slots, which you earn through gameplay, and each perk takes up X amount of slots. So these enhance your character in some way. So this gives me more block meter. That gives me, I can absorb a hit when charging the blaster, so that's with my blaster stance. Party timing is shorter. BD1 has more stems. Increased experience gain, but you can no longer restore after death. Blaster shots do more damage. Lightsaber throughs. I might take that one, actually. Let's go ahead and equip that one. Mister says it's just hard to develop for PC. Everyone's got a different build. On consoles, just do 2 builds. I mean, that's a fair point. Plus, it's like one of the things I really disliked when I was in MMORPG development is this is a very annoying component with PC gamers in particular, because everyone has a different build. And this is exactly what's happening with Jedi Survivor right now. The people who are review bombing the game on Steam, again, very small percentage of the millions of copies sold. I mean, like a fraction of a percent. There are not millions of people complaining on Steam. There are thousands, but that's a very small number in the millions of units sold for this game so far. There's so many factors into why a game may or may not perform the same way on the same graphics card across, say, 30 different, like let's say 30 different people have the same graphics card. They have a 4090, but they've all got different types of RAM, different speeds of RAM, different motherboards, different GPU, different CPUs, different fan systems, different power systems, different BIOSes, different versions of Windows, different patched versions of Windows. Some of them are running Linux versus some of them are running Windows on a Mac. Like there are a million factors into how all 30 of those computers are running a completely different version, even though they all have the same GPU essentially. But then there's also the brand of the GPU. So yeah, it's an NVIDIA, but what brand of NVIDIA is it? Is it like who was it built by and what chipset are they using? And all of these factors go into play. And everyone always has a sense of entitlement about it, right? The thing I really disliked in the MMORPG space was you also have people who aren't just running high-end rigs. You also have people who are running potatoes. And the potatoes, you'll often find people who are running the potatoes who will bitch and moan that your game doesn't run on their 20-year-old laptop that doesn't even have a graphics card. It just has a chipset, like an Intel chip. And they want the game to run on their computer flawlessly because, well, World of Warcraft can run on my computer. World of Warcraft is a stylized game that's 20 years old that has a billion-dollar optimization budget. It's people have very unrealistic expectations. Yeah, and then there's games as you say, there's game systems, cooling systems, all these things can factor into crashes and stuttering and it's just ugh. There was a great TikTok which I saw the other day. It's been a few days ago now, where there's a trio of guys who host this show, and it's like a couple of console gamers and a PC gamer, and one of the PC gamers was complaining about the port for this game, and I guess in the past he's complained about the port for other games consistently, and one of the guys on the show in the panel just freaked out and was like, just buy a fucking console. The consoles never have problems, ever. They run the games at 60 frames a second or better. They look great. They have visual fidelity that's awesome. It's not necessarily going to be as good as the PC games look because there's not the modding scene and, etc. But they still look great on a console, and a console costs you $700 versus spending $2,000 on a graphics card in a let's say you spend $4,000 on a machine that can't even run a modern game because of optimization issues that the company largely can't control. Meanwhile, it runs flawlessly on the consoles. It's just like, just buy a fucking console. But, people get all weird about the PC Master Race thing. It's like, I don't get it. All right, there's a rumor over here. I think this is for one of the bounties. And there's all sorts of stuff I can explore now because I got the shield door. But let's go focus. Let's see if we can get to this bounty. That is the derelict dam.
Force is with me.
And oh, this game having fast travel when the first one didn't. So awesome. Derelict dam. There we go. Alright, you go up and to the left. Alright, my bounty should be in here, so... Oh, shit. Grab this stupid... Bounty hunter defeated. That's 2 down. There's a whole lot more to go, though. Oh, this is going to be such a cool component. I'm going to have a lot of fun hunting down all these bounties. Oh, look at all these silhouettes. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right, I found a couple of bounty pucks.
I hear you, BD. Let's see.
All right, I want to go back. I want to get another bounty puck. Go bounty hunting today. Yeah, I don't understand what some of the PC gamers have against consoles. They're like, yeah, it's a console, it sucks. I'll tell you what, I'm an old man. My my left wrist cannot handle the WASD shit anymore. Like, playing mouse and keyboard, if I have to play mouse and keyboard more than a couple of hours, my tendonitis flares up so bad. So I love the controller. Anytime I can play with a controller, I'm gonna play on the controller above and beyond. Even if it's a PC game, I'm like, does it have controller support? That's gonna influence whether or not I buy the game or not, because I just don't want to be bothered with mouse and keyboard anymore. I'm actually tempted. I'm tempted to load Star Wars: Age of the Republic up through Steam, because I would get the inherent Steam support for my Xbox controller. And try to play Star Wars: Age of the Republic with a controller, because I love that game, but sometimes it gets annoying having to play it with mouse and keyboard. Open Sesame.
Come on in, grab a spot at the bar.
I want another bounty.
Listen, now that we're partners,
Partners, huh?
business associates, best buds, call us whatever you will. Point is, our relationship is an investment, and we've got bigger fish to fry than these raider hacks.
I'll get to those bounties, but if my friends are in trouble, they take priority.
You're gonna get killed with that attitude, Cal. But on a certain level, I can respect it.
She gonna offer me another
You're
bounty?
on a roll, Cal. Got another tip for you.
Yeah, another tip.
What you got?
A bounty droid named Mesh has been babbling on the brood comms about that lab on the Shattered Moon. Go shut him up, will ya? They're a disgrace to the profession, if you ask me.
I'll see about him. Sooner or later.
Attaboy.
So I gotta go up to the Shattered Moon for that one. We could do that. Right, being able to move your hand around, take a break, you know, change your position around. You can't do that with a normal keyboard. Take me to the Mantis. Too bad there's not just a shuttle I could take up to the moon. That'd be nice.
Planet next.
Well, we're going to the moon.
Heading to the Shattered Moon.
So, what drew you to Kobo?
I don't know, it was out of the way, seemed quiet. I just needed a place to kick my feet up.
And now your neighbors are Imperials and Raiders.
That's how it is. You play the cards you have.
Well, we should play sometime.
Ha! I'll take every credit you own.
Oh, you're on.
Grease, I don't think you have the best of luck gambling, buddy.
I Nice front, Cal. We're coming in.
Alright, I need to go down to the automated forge.
I see something. We can do better.
Roger, roger.
I need to clear my mind.
Automated forge. He should be right there when I get out of the fast travel. Yawn, yawn, yawn. I might have to go see if there's at least an espresso made. It's 5 o'clock though, that would really be a bad idea. Alright, supposedly up here and to the right is my target. There he is. No, that's one of the droids. Maybe he can be anywhere in here? That's not good. Oh shit. Oh my god, where'd that other dude go? Shit, I'm in a corner.
Watch this. That must have hurt.
Not as much as it hurt you, biatch.
What's this?
Grease is up here making food? What's he doing?
Something about this place I just don't like.
Just like you were scared of Dathomir?
Oh, now, hold on. That's different. We knew that planet was full of nasties. But this moon, it's the unknown that spooks me, you know? All creaking and
Oh,
abandoned.
Jesus, Chris, you scared the hell out of me.
You're just superstitious.
Oh, yeah? You think so, huh?
What's up,
Well,
Pippin?
I was right about the witch planet.
You wanted to
It
come
wasn't
in?
so bad.
Wasn't so bad. There were zombies.
Do you want to come say
pal.
hi?
Zombies.
Come here. Here. I know you don't like to be picked up, so here, sweetie. Well, come say hi, everybody, for a minute. You'll probably cry for a moment. Yeah? Say hi, I'm Pippin. You just don't like to be held. Go back to your chair. She is a funny cat because she is a daddy's girl who follows me around everywhere and constantly talks to me and rubs all over me and loves to cuddle. So she has her little chair right here that she sits in most of the day during the heat of the day, and then at nighttime when it's cooler weather and she's not out hunting, She'll sleep. She literally sleeps right next to me, wrapped up around my arm. But she does not like to be picked up at all. Does not like to be picked up or held. But she's totally like just eating up the attention right here in the chair. But just don't pick her up because she gets cranky. Meanwhile, her brother Sam, you just pick Sam up, throw him over your shoulder, and he doesn't give a shit. And Frodo jumps on you, so we have to literally put Frodo in the cat carrier anytime we eat or anytime we cook. We have to put Frodo in the cat carrier because he will jump on your shoulders from on top of the fridge, from the countertop. He's a naughty boy. How are things on the channel? I mean, it's growing, but you know, we're always gonna. I don't. Did I just come back to Coruscant because I spaced and no, I went to the wrong place. We're still at the moon.
Let's pick our destination.
Let me travel, and then I'll get back to answering that question.
Hobo, good. I've been meaning to check up on Mom.
I am currently in the middle of building up
Did not sleep well last
the
night.
passive side of my YouTube channel.
Gone for so long, I could sleep for days.
So
I'd settle for just seeing Kata again soon.
last year when we moved here, I was like, I'm gonna
There
stream
are children in the hidden
full
path.
time.
Perhaps she will make some friends.
Maybe.
And do content
She
creation
mostly keeps
second.
to herself,
So I
to be
streamed a lot
honest.
last year,
I was shy
and
when I was her age.
streaming can be fun, but streaming does not build up a passive income for the channel. So the YouTube algorithm does not promote
We're about to drop out of hyperspace. Sit
um,
down.
streams for the most part once they're done, not in the same way that they promote long-form videos. So if I make a video on this game and it's a game guide, that video will go out in the algorithm and it will be picked up by people for the next 6 months, 8 months to a year, whatever, based on a lot of different factors. How popular is the video? What's the search term? What's the engagement rates? Everything else. Whereas as a live video, it goes live and it will only get promoted into the algorithm beyond its initial push if it's like a super popular video. And even then, the algorithm will only push it out for a short window after it's published. So if you want to make money off of live streaming, you have to rely upon super chats and memberships. That's how you make money on YouTube with live streaming. But it doesn't build up any passive long-form search traffic. So something that I was lacking was long-term search traffic because, I just done a lot of my own stuff over the years, but I never focused on, building up the channel in that way because I wasn't making a living off of it way back then. So I'd always just done, silly videos off of like playing the old Baldur's Gate games or playing Betrayal at Krondor or old point and click games. So when I got into the new year, I don't mind streaming, but I have a lot of things that are going on here that prevent me from streaming all the time like I did last year because we just have other priorities. There's the homesteading. We have 7 cats. We have meat chickens. We have egg chickens. We have a garden. We have home remodelations going on. We have a bunch of stuff that is outside of this. We also have to deal with, I don't have fiber optic internet here. I have cable internet, which means, as an example, you showed up yesterday, Graham. I wanted to stream yesterday. I couldn't stream because my internet was being shitty last night. So as much as I wanted to stream last night, I couldn't stream because my internet was being poop. So I had to just accept it and be like, well, fuck it. I guess I'm going to go do something else. So understanding all of those factors means these days I go live when I can. I don't have a set schedule. Mostly I'm focused on building up my library of YouTube content for search traffic. And I'm trying to build the channel up so we have 2 goals. I haven't talked about this a lot publicly yet because we just haven't put it out there yet. I've mentioned it a couple times in a couple of places. So Chris and I have an internal goal of, we want to get to 10,000 followers this year. That's totally achievable. I'm getting like 500 followers a month. So getting to 10,000 this year is totally doable. 10,000 followers. I want to get to 100 members on the channel. That one we're still a ways off on. Membership fluctuates for me. I think I'm down to like 18, 19 members right now. I've had as many as 30. And then some months, you get people who come in, come out, come in, come out. So I'd say the average is like 20 to 25 members on the channel. I would like to get that up to 100 members on the channel. And then we will consider this channel to be successful when it is reliably, and by reliably I mean month to month for at least 4 to 6 months on end. Once it's doing $1,000 a month of revenue, we'll consider the channel to be where we want it to be in terms of monetary, and it hasn't hit that yet, because some months I'll do $800, the next month it's $400, the next month it might be $1,200, the next month it might be $350. It fluctuates. So what I'm doing is these days I focus on video production. So I try to produce, it just depends on the day, but I try to produce 3 to 6 videos every single day. And then in between that, I'll do YouTube shorts as often as I can. And the publishing, YouTube spits out 3 updates per day via the bell icon. So if someone is subscribed to the channel, like the channel, and hit the bell icon, YouTube will send them 3 updates per day. That's it. So if I publish 6 videos in a day, that someone's only going to get 3 updates. Somebody just joined. Oh, thanks, Graham. Appreciate that. Yay. So what I'm doing right now is I try to publish 3 videos every single day. Those go out in the morning. I do one at 6 a.m., one at 8 a.m., and one at 10 a.m. Central Time. So 3 videos every single day. 2 of those are usually geared towards the algorithm, meaning the ultimate game guide, the ultimate class guide, blah, 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 the stuff that people search for. And I'm using ChatGPT to help research good topics. In between that, I sandwich my videos. The Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, as an example. I have another video coming out for a film called The Man from Earth. My Star Trek reviews, my Star Wars reviews. Anytime I review a show or talk about a TV show or I talk about something, that's what I sandwich in between the 2 algorithm videos. So I do 2 algorithm videos every day, and I do 1 video that's either something that I'm personally interested in, or it's a news article, whether it's like a gaming news or tabletop news or something that I'm interested in that I'll talk about. But I do 3 of those a day, and I try to schedule things out. I try to have everything out so that I am anywhere from 8 to 10 days in advance. So as an example, as of today, I have 3 videos a day coming out all the way until the 8th. And then the 9th, I think I have 2 videos on the 9th, and I only have 1 video scheduled for the 10th and 1 video for the 11th. So tomorrow, as an example, I will be working on trying to fill up the 9th and the 10th, and then the day after that, I'll be filling up the 11th and possibly moving on to the 12th. So I try to stay a week ahead of schedule in terms of I have 2 a day that go out all the way out, and then I have that 3rd one I try to leave free if it's going to be a news article. But I just have everything slotted out and scheduled out, and I spend about 8 hours a day these days on YouTube production. And if I manage to stream, I will stream for 2 to 3 hours, but I don't stream every single day because sometimes I'm busy and sometimes the internet is crap. So when that happens, I don't stream. But I do, yeah, I've been full-time on YouTube now for a year. But really the goal right now is, like I said, the interesting thing is that when I switched over and started focusing on algorithm content, so guides and things with specific titles, my advertising revenue jumped 3 times. It jumped up in terms of 3 tiers. But I've plateaued since then because most of the game guides I'm doing are around older games. So in order for me to go to the next tier, I have to start looking at what's going to be the strategy to get to the next tier of of income, because we're trying, like I said, we're trying to get to that $1,000 a month mark where it's reliably $1,000 a month, which is not a lot of money, but we don't need a lot. Like, everything's paid for here, so our bills every month are like, it just kind of depends on the transfer rate and everything else. But I'd say right now we're, 600 bucks a month maybe pays for everything. So $1,000 a month from YouTube after taxes, after I take taxes off at the top of that, that's enough for our bills and a little bit into the savings. So that's going to be our comfort zone, is $1,000 a month. Now, obviously we're going to continue to build the channel, and the sky's the limit. It'll be great when we can get it to where it's making $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month. But right now, making $1,000 a month is the part-time objective. And there's good months and slow months. It just depends on the months that I have really good traffic are the months when there's like a hot topic news article that we're covering, like when the Rings of Power was very good to me last year, and when the OGL stuff with D&D hit in January, that was a very good month as well. So it just depends on the month. But thank you for asking, and thank you for the membership, and also thank you for the compliment on the transparency component, because I do try to keep it real with people. And when I say 8 hours a day on YouTube, that's not 100% video production. A lot of that is also things like if I'm going to be reviewing shows, then I have to watch the episodes. And if I'm going to be playing games for a first impressions video, I actually need to play the game. So I mean, probably I'd say 4 hours a day is video production. Maybe 4 to 5 hours a day of video production, and 3 to 4 hours a day of doing the things that need to be done to make the content in the first place.
Word has it that a brood gunslinger named Mayan Core has been wandering around the east side of the valley. She shoots from the hip, but her aim ain't half bad. So close in for the kill as soon as you spot her.
Alright. Ooh, that's nowhere near anywhere I've been. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so that's Boiling Bluff. What's up, Turgle?
Heard you and Bode are gonna take the fight to the Raiders.
Word travels fast around here.
A daring assault on the Raider fortress by the mighty warrior and his gunslinging sidekick.
And then on the side of that,
droid companion.
Turgle's hilarious.
He is lucky to have a friend like you.
And then aside of that is that Christina is starting her own little from home business right now, because we have the meat chickens and the egg chickens. So she started, and she likes to bake and stuff. So she started like 4 days ago, I think, already, and she's already been selling like 4 or 5 things every day. But she's been selling like it's like, I don't know if you know Mexican dishes, but like chilaquiles, which is like a Mexican dish. Like today she sold 2 platters of chilaquiles. Yesterday she sold 4 tortas, which are like sandwiches, and it uses our eggs and our chicken meat from the chickens that we butcher, and also it uses our cucumbers from our own garden, also the peppers from our garden. So we're starting to make our own stuff, and then she's going to start baking muffins and scones and stuff in mid-May and add that to her thing so that she can sell those. And then the idea is that she's going to start selling whole chickens when she's butchered the chickens as well, out of the backyard chickens. So I mean, there's all sorts of stuff going on. Gotcha. Yeah, so right now she's just selling like tacos, tortas, and chilaquiles. It was pretty funny because like the first day she sat out front, she put up her table and everything else. She wasn't expecting to sell anything, and she sold like I think she sold 3 things within the first few hours, and then the next day she sold 4 things, and then the next day 4 things again, and then today like we went shopping this morning because it was produce day at the supermarket, and then so she wasn't open in the morning, but she came out, set up, and then she's been hand painting. It's funny, she dug all my miniature paints, all my paints for my miniatures out of storage today. And so she's been painting all of her. We have a bunch of scrap wood from when I built the chicken coops. So she's been making hand painted sides for her business and stuff. And while she was painting today, there was the knock on the door. And I heard it was a kid. It was a little girl. She's like, "Oh, what do you have?" Because Chris has a little sign out front, but she doesn't have a menu printed up yet. And the girl was like, "Well, what are you offering?" And so Chris gave her a list. She's like, "I'm going to go talk to my mom. I'll be back in a little while." And she came back 10 minutes later, and she said her mom wanted this. She ordered it, went home, came back 10 minutes later and said, "My mom really liked him. Can we get another plate?" And it was like, so she sold 2 plates of lunch today. And then we're probably going to start adding like whatever is the day, the food of the day, the lunch of the day, which is whatever we cook. So I cook about 30% of the time, 40% of the time. Chris cooks the rest of the time, but we do a lot of cooking on the campfire out there. So whenever I go out there, I'll make a big pot of like red sauce, and normally I just stuff that stuff in storage. Or I'll make a big pot of like my tomato basil soup, which is fucking divine. My tomato basil soup, not gonna lie, my tomato basil soup is on the campfire is just smoky deliciousness. But there's usually, like 6 or 8 quarts that I throw in the freezer. And so we're just going to start selling that shit too out the front door. But that's more of a Christina thing than a me thing. I mean, I will cook it, but... And then I've got a bunch of recipes that I use from the Lotro Cooking in Real Life show. So like my scones, which are like biscuits. I guarantee those will sell well here. And I do a really good loaf of bread. So I figure once we're waiting for mid-May to hit, because once the 15th of May hits, the government subsidizes the electricity until October. So right now electricity is really, really high, so we're trying not to use the electric oven that much, because we do have an oven, but it's one of those electric ovens. And that thing, when you start running that thing all the time, we didn't realize that we had forgotten that the electricity was subsidized here, but only from May to October. And it was the winter time, and it was like December, and we were cooking like every day and making bread every day, and we got an electric bill at the end of January, and it was like, holy shit! I had forgotten that they don't subsidize during those months. So we were like, yeah, we're not gonna use the electric oven too much until May, until mid-May gets here. So once mid-May gets back, we're gonna start getting into baking a lot. So that's it's all doing crazy stuff here, and then a lot of that stuff will still get produced for the other channel, which. On the homesteading channel. Shit. Oh, she blasted me.
Another bounty puck. We should show this to Cage.
Yes, that's so the interesting thing about where I come from, I have been self-employed since I was 20. So I'm 43 now. I'm 23 years into being self-employed. I have never had an actual job. I've had, not since I was, my very first job was Walmart for like a few months. Then I worked at McDonald's and Wendy's as a teenager. And then I started working for my dad when I was a late teen. And then in my early 20, by the time I was late teens, by the time I was 20, I was as an independent contractor. And then I formed my first S-Corp in 2001 when I was 21. And I ran that business until 2007, sold it, left the United States, moved to Bulgaria, started my writing career, and then since then I've just done all sorts of crazy shit. But there is definitely a truth to the whole freelance thing, because when you're an independent contractor, freelancer, yes, there are a lot of unforeseen, I mean, hardships. I don't know that I would call them hardships per se. Sometimes, yes, but a lot of the times what it is just there's the saying, make hay while the sun shines. That is never more true than when you're freelancing, because you can have steady work for like 2 years, 3 years. You might have a good run, but there will always come a time when there is a dry spell where you got nothing for 6 months, and you really have to always make sure that you've, stashed your nuts away so that you can, hold up against those times when it does get dry, because that happens to everybody. And the crisis right now with everybody around the world because of the pandemic shit, and also inflation costs and everything else, and the value of currency fluctuating wildly right now. Like, everybody's in incredibly difficult places. So it's nice to be in a position where everything's paid for and not needing to have a ton of money to survive, because I have so many friends and family members and people that I know who are in positions of like husband and wife, 2 kids, living in a place in the United States where it's middle of the road, and they need $6,000 a month to pay their bills. And it's like the cost of living just keeps going up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and it's like they're paying, I don't know, $20 for a dozen eggs, and it's like, holy shit. Like, I may bitch about the heat where we live because it is way too hot for me, but it's all paid for. So it's like, yeah, Chris and I might stress a little bit when the YouTube channel only makes $500 when we need it to make 1,000, but it's like, that's not going to break us. Whereas if someone gets fired in the United States and they need $6,000 a month to live, and they've only got $4,000 in the savings, like that's a you're fucked situation. I'm very grateful that I'm not in that position. Oh yeah, it's just I talk to my brother all the time because they live in Missouri, and Missouri is not that expensive, but and I don't want to give away numbers because it's my brother, but let's just put it this way: his family expenses jumped between last year and this year. Well, I should say this was when he was doing so between 2021, 2022, getting into 2023, just cost of living stuff jumped by 35%. 35% is how much it went up. So their budget went right out the window, and it was like, what are you supposed to do when you have a budget and you're 35% over your budget because everything went up in cost? There's nothing you can do about that. And it's like, you can't budget for inflation, because it doesn't matter if you can only put aside $1,500 a month, but shit's gone up to $3,000 a month. Like, there's nothing, like, saving more money isn't going to solve that problem, because there's no more money to be saved, as an example.
To center myself.
The ability to save is diminished a lot. Yeah. It's yeah. And that's the thing too, like Chris I don't ever ask Chris to work ever, because she often helps me creatively. Like, she helped with the tabletop stuff, doing artwork. Before that, she helped with the travel blog, helping with photography, social media, videography stuff. And she has had jobs in between there. She's worked at hotels, restaurants. She had the Airbnb for like 3 years in Cancun. She used to run tours and stuff. But when we moved here, like, her full-time job has been the house. I sit here and work on this, and she just does, takes care of the cats and the chickens and the backyard and the garden and the house, you know, and most of our shopping and stuff like that, and I just focus on working. Um, but then she was like, well, what if I start something out of the house? And I was like, if you want to do that, that's up to you. So that's turning into her like part-time thing. Is just she bought the meat chickens about 2 months ago to start raising those to sell, and then they're almost ready to be butchered. So she wanted to start getting her little shop going to try to see if she couldn't build up from there. So that's, you know, we don't have kids, so we're kind of lucky in that regard. But we did take on 7 rescue cats, which that was an unexpected thing after we moved in. And they cost as much as kids, I swear. Although I don't have to worry about a college fund for them. I do have to worry about a vet fund. Oh, I'm pretty sure I could... there was a wall here. There it is, right there. Ah, it's that thing right there where the glimmer is, so I need to figure out how to melt that. Where did you go, droid? Oh, you're at the workbench. I don't need the workbench. Let's go single lightsaber for this fight. Oh, wait, I need to be back here. It's from this point. I need you, BD. Come over here, buddy. We're gonna do your juice thingy here. Hang on, is it not going through the corpse? It's not. Oh crap, how am I gonna get it over this thing here? No! Okay, I got it. Woo! Come here, little sparkle.
I'm sure Z can decrypt this for us.
I saw another sparkle down in here. Oh, I wonder how I want to get down in there. Get eaten alive if I do that. Alright, screw it. Here we go.
Let's show
Grab
this
it and go.
to Z.
Grab it and go. Get out of here! Man, did I get it? Oh, I got to keep it. Sweet. Alright, supposedly he is up over there somewhere. Must be up top. There you are. Ah!
You afraid? Flashy. Oh, come on.
Well, the cool thing is like you can customize the way he looks in this game, which you could not do in the first game. So as an example, you can unlock all of these different customization options, all these hairstyles. So I've got access to the undercut. I've got the crew cut, the windswept, the choppy forward. Oops, hang on, I went too far. The scrapper, which is the hairstyle from the first game, the man bun, and the mullet. And then you can get into the beard styles too, which I've only unlocked a few of these so far. So you can unlock a lot of them through exploration, and there's also a couple of vendors in the game where you can buy additional hairstyles and stuff. I like the scruffy look. There's also all these options for the different types of jackets, shirts and pants, the old poncho from the first game. Yeah, lots of different ways you can customize the look of Cal in this game. Also, BD's got his own set of, the first game he could change his skin, but this game you can change his skin and a whole bunch of other stuff. There is something over there that I can theoretically get to. There's a sparkly at the end of it too. There's no way I'm making that jump though. And the problem is I took the crystal. There's no way I'm going to be able to make that. Try and see. Oh, that was close. I wonder if I can make that. Oh, I don't think I can because he's not grabbing a hold of the Yeah, he's not going to grab a hold of the ledge. I don't know if I can get to that sparkly because I got rid of the whatchamacallit. The crystal that we needed to open the portal. How the hell do I get up there? Oh, perfect. Take me over here, birdie. Woohoo!
Nice find. Let's take this back to Z.
It's me, that's who it is. Oh, that was so freaking awesome. He chucked both of his lightsabers into the dude's chest and then pulled him out. Man, I wish I knew how to repeat some of those finishing moves. I don't know if they're random or if there's some button combination that I'm pressing that I'm not aware of. I'm going to watch the replay on that. Chuck, chuck, boom. Oh, that was awesome. All right. I don't think there's anything in here that I need, but I am going to run up there and grab the fast travel back. Oh, I wonder if I can... Okay, sweet. So the bridges are still here. I thought the bridges might be gone, but apparently they stay up. Guess I'll need to call the elevator. And then we're off to the next bounty. Back to the cantina. Alright. Back upstairs we go. You know what? I should check out these new lightsaber hilts I got, by the way.
Okay, what do we got?
See if I want to use any of the new parts. Harmony's not too bad. Thankfully, I don't have to use that stupid... I'm never going to use hilt stance, ever. Temperance, Harmony. Ooh, Santa Cree looks pretty cool. Hold up. Let's change this. That's looking pretty cool. Alright, BD1, you got some new stuff, bro. Let's see what you got here. Hey, Smeagol, you waking up? What's up, buddy? What time is it? Oh, it's 5:30. That's why you're waking up. Oh, you're going to steal your sister's spot, huh? So I got Smeagol over here. Oh, he just jumped down. Where'd you go, buddy? It's 5:30. He'll start waking up at 5:36. You alright? You're like, I'm not awake yet, Dad. What he likes to do is he likes to get out of his... He's in the chair or the bed. He'll come over here and jump in this chair for like 45 minutes before he wants to go out. But Pippin's in this chair right now. So his routine just got screwed up. And Smeagol's funny because his whole thing is he goes outside, starts exploring around 7, 8 o'clock at night. He doesn't come home until... He'll come home at midnight, ask for a little bit of food. And then like 7 o'clock, like clockwork, he'll camp outside of my office door and he just starts crying until you let him in to come. He sleeps in here and he'll sleep from about 7 o'clock in the morning until about 5:30, 6 o'clock at night. And then when it's really hot, like it got up to, I think it was 104 today. It's going to be like 104, 105 the next week. So when we start getting to the 100 plus temperatures, he'll often stay in here. We had a couple of days last week where it was like 107. And he didn't leave the office until like 7 o'clock. And then he went out. He came back at like 9:30 one night. And he was just panting because he was so hot from hunting something. And he just like sat at the door. And I opened up the office door. And he ran in and just camped out in here for like 45 minutes until he was ready to go back out and continue hunting. All right, what do we got here? Oh, that's interesting. That's a cool look for BD. The Camino one. I still think I like the original. Headpieces, scrapyard. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I was using the Geonosin. Wasn't I? No, I wasn't. Hold on. Let's use the Geonosin. Audio sensors. We still have these ones are still the best ones, I think. Those are interesting because of the color. I may have to change this whole color scheme now. Meow Schmeow, what's up, buddy? Do you want to go out and get some food? That's the swooper. I kind of like the swooper body. Solar. I don't mind the swooper. Let's go ahead and use the swooper for now. All right, legs. We've been using the scrapyard legs, solar legs. Those are kind of cool looking. Camino ones are pretty cool too. I think I'm going to go with these. Got a new look, BD. We're going to have to change that paint though. I don't like the orange. You're way too orange right now. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Materials. Yeah, we need to change that accent. That orange accent was way too much. Purple? Purple's not bad, but I think we'll go with a lighter. I think we'll go with that right there. Give it a little bit of wear and tear. There we go. Something else I learned today, if you hold down on the thumbstick, so if you watch, BD will tap my shoulder from time to time. Like my right shoulder, he'll like tap it, be like, what's up? Hey man, can we talk? I don't know if he's going to do it right now. I don't know how long I have to be idle for him to do it. But he does weird things when he's hanging on your back. And if you hold down the left thumb pad, you can actually pet BD.
Hey, buddy.
Fist bump. He literally just fist bumped him. All right, Smeagol, you ready to go out? Why don't you come here and say hi to everybody before we go out? Oh yeah, who's our big boy? You ready to go get some food? I don't want to be on camera, Dad. I just want food. Oh, I feel good. You ready for dinner? Let's get some dinner. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes, everybody. Give him a snack. So speaking of Christina's little shop, she just sold a couple more sandwiches while we were. She said she took a shower and got out, and she was doing laundry and stuff, and sold a couple. She had a couple people stop in their car. They wanted chilaquiles, but she told them it was going to take her about 10 minutes to get all the beans ready, and they were like, "Oh, we want something quick." And she's like, "Sandwiches." Like, yep. So it's pretty interesting how, you know, but you can't do that in the States. Like, you can't just go outside and sell shit outside of your front doorstep. You know, that's so illegal these days because of all the permits and everything else you need. And it's nice that you can just do that here. You can just step out your front door and be like, everybody does it here. Like everywhere you go, somebody's doing something outside of their home. Pretty much every single home here. You know, grandmas are making tamales. People are selling tacos. There's one family down the street. Every Saturday and Sunday, they buy a big hunk of pork, and they make cochinita pibil, which, you know, that you need to marinate that for like 2 to 3 days. So they buy it on like Wednesday, marinate it Thursday, Friday, and they sell it on Saturday and Sunday. And they usually sell out on Saturday. And then there's a butcher shop down the street where he buys a cow from the local ranchers. And then every Sunday they do chicharrón fresca, which is just fresh chicharrón is like, it's so good. Pork belly. Everybody does it, but it's, you know, just kind of, it's nice to see that it's working immediately, you know, within the first couple of days. She's pretty stoked too, because it's like, today was a pretty good day.
Heads up, killer. Sorked almost just doubled your bounty, and one of the brood's top killers has come to collect. The name's Kilioso, but the guild knows him as the Closer. He's brought a small army to Jedi looking for you.
Oh, he's brought an army.
Small army, huh? We're ready.
That's what I like to hear. Take down a heavy hitter like Kilioso, and you'll be making a statement.
Alright, where are we going now? Find Kilioso. Oh, that's out on Jeddah, though. What's up, Lucas? What did you come in here, buddy? Did you just steal Pippin's chair? Oh, Lucas. Where did Pippin go? Oh, Pippin wants out now. Hang on. Alright, looks like we're going back to Jeddah. I'm really curious, and I hate the fact that some of this has already been spoiled for me. I don't know how or what the story is, but I do know that you meet Boba Fett as part of the Bounty Hunter series. And I don't know how or why or anything like that. And I hate the fact that that's already been spoiled for me. And I was like scrolling through TikTok, and it was like, and also on YouTube this morning, like there's already all sorts of tutorials on how to do it. And I was like, nope, don't want to see it. I'll figure it out myself. It's ironic that I make tutorials, but I don't want to watch other people's tutorials because I don't want to have things spoiled for myself. It's weird. I know it sounds stupid when I'm actually making the content. What do you call that? An oxymoron statement? Oxymoronic statement. So, salute to everybody. I have what's called, this is not tequila, although this is from the plant that tequila is made from. This is just raw agave, which is the nectar from the agave plant, and this is distilled to 28%, so stronger than wine, less strong than tequila. However, this is not called mezcal, and the reason it's not called mezcal is because in order to be mezcal, you pay for a certain designation status. So this is just regular old agave, which is the same thing as mezcal, They just haven't paid for the that classification. And then tequila is also the same plant, but distilled even further, and it can only be called tequila when it's from the Jalisco region of Mexico. But this is delicious stuff. I forget the name. I'll have to show you the bottle. We get a big old, it's a big 3-liter bottle for, what did we pay for it? Like $10? Not even. I think it was like 180 pesos, which is like right now with the exchange rate, it's like $10. So like $10 for a 3-liter bottle. And so far it's lasted us, I'm about halfway through it. I treat it like a glass of wine at the end of the day. But I usually only have one because it's still potent. But it is super sweet. It has a tequila after flavor, but it's almost like a honey mead. It's a very, very sweet drink. It's also super smooth and dangerous because you could just drink like 3 or 4 of them. And not the first day we bought it, Chris and I came home. We fired up the grill.
So next, let's go
and
to...
I think we each had 3.
Full speed to Jedi.
And we both got really drunk, and it was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We were just like nomming on hot dogs off the grill. It was like, how many hot dogs do you want? 1, and then we're both eating like 2, 3. I don't know. I'm drunk. Let's have a 3rd one. we don't do that too often, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Just was hoping we passed through together, you know?
I do.
This is your captain speaking, inviting you to grab some seat so we can land.
Copy that, Grease.
Don't you got stuff to do?
I do, Grease, Grumpy Butt. I want to know when I can ride the speeder bikes that I found. Here in this station. Actually, I think I need to go the other way, don't I? I found those speeder bikes down in the storage by that door, and I don't know when we're going to get to use it, but I know we do get to use them because of the trailers. Game trailers show us riding speeder bikes. If I had to estimate, I think I feel like I'm probably halfway through the game at this point. I might be a little more than that, but I feel like I'm around the halfway point. Because this is my 8th session. I've played a handful of offline sessions. Most of the sessions I play around 3 hours. So I've got at least 24... 25 hours into the game. It's probably more like 30. I'm probably more like 30 hours into the game at this point. But I'm not rushing, and I'm doing a completionist version. So, and like you could watch like those first 3 streams. I did 12 hours on Kobo, just like exploring every nook and cranny until the point where I couldn't explore anything else because I had run out of places I could go without the extra abilities and like, you know, force jumps and stuff. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people are just doing story. I saw somebody had already uploaded a raw story version. It was like 15 hours, a 15-hour video to just do the story, like rushing through it. Alright, where is that dude? Oh man, he's way out here. So this is an example of I've explored like this whole planet, so I've unlocked everything. There are only a couple of places I can't get to yet because I don't have the abilities yet. Alright. Closest one is gonna be... I'm guessing here. Yeah, I don't know if I got 100% on Fallen Order, but I got damn close because I played that game through 3 times. And I'm going to play this game through at least twice because I'm doing it right now on the easy mode just to get the story out of the way for the YouTube content. But then I'll come back and play it for myself on like normal mode and try to pick up anything that I missed the first time. I'm going to try really hard to get 100% on this one. We'll see. I don't know if it'll happen, but I would like to get close. All right, we gotta go this way. Oh shit, there was other places I could have gone that were closer. Just didn't see them on the map. Sepulchre Pass. Hey, how come that isn't showing up on my... Did I not unlock that yet? Oh, I thought I had unlocked everything here. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Do I not have that one? I have 100% exploration. So why can't I go to that particular one? What about this one? Sanctuary Temple. It says I have 100% completion in that area, so why can't... I'll be damned, I can't do any of those, even though I've explored over there. And when I go to the fast travel, it doesn't show me those options. I wonder if it's because they're locked to that area because it was the, the ruins where that mining machine was. Well, I guess we're hoofing it across the bridge. Okay.
Let's keep moving, buddy.
Well, other than jumping out the window. Man, it is a pain in the butt to get across this bridge. Gosh darn it. Oh, I forgot about the breeze. Bye-bye. Oh, fuck! He dropped me off the zip line! I didn't know he could do that! Oh, and now I can't use the zip... Okay, there we go. Who are these bounty hunters that are here all of a sudden? Oh, it's his army! That's right. He brought an army with him. Okay. I need to hopefully kill some more of these guys, get some more of those scanned. Ah! No. So now I know why they won't let me fast travel in, because part of the objective is this boss is fighting your way through his army. Now I understand. That makes total sense. All right.
You're gonna regret running. What's it?
You know what?
Get up here.
Come back up, buddy.
I'll find you.
Well, you like jumped away from me, bro. He's like floating all the way down. That's a buggy encounter. All right, well, let's go. Ah! You know, something I haven't done a lot is oh! I hardly ever utilized the lightsaber throw. I think I could do a charged version too. Oh yeah, baby! That was cool. Alright, hold on. We gotta go back inside here. We gotta keep going in. I remember this wall. Ah! This is a stupid one. Gosh darn it. There we go.
Must have heard. You just grazed me.
Oh, I'm out of force powers though. Oh! Flamethrower.
Throw it. Still no sign of this Keelioso. Could be a trap.
It's definitely a trap, bro. rest place, I can at least use this.
I need to focus.
Hold on, it just said I just discovered this place. How had I not discovered this when I was here before and I did this whole sequence? I have 100% completion on this exploration area. What the hell? Is that why I wasn't able to fast travel here? Maybe these weren't here when I came here the first time. It's very strange to me.
Let's move.
Like if you look at the bottom left, Sanctuary Temple, behind my head. Let me move my chair. Here, right there. 100% explored. Like, yeah, 100% explored. How can I have 100% exploration and not have unlocked these meditation points? That makes no sense to me unless these are new and weren't here when I was here before. Because I came here and did this story yesterday. I recorded the episode. It's called, I think it's publishing in a few days. It's called the Marin's Mini Gifts episode. Which, by the way, that whole sequence was the coolest thing I've seen in the whole game series so far. It's just, I got done and my palms were sweaty and my heart was beating fast. It was just amazing. Alright, so he's... Find Kilioslo. He's right down there. Well, I see guys down there anyway. This is gonna be a gnarly fight. Alright. Promise. Oh, is he gonna take him out? Oh, he totally took out his own dude. He's calling me out. Yeah, he means business. All right. Where's the... There it is. Okay, got it. Oh my goodness. Alright, got you.
I'm flattered. Let's get back to the page.
Come on. I won't do the big moves. Alright, I got him. Time to... Can I scan him? Oh, he's not going to scan. Sad face. Alright, where's that other fast travel place that supposedly... Buried refuge. So there's this one down here I need to go check. Sepulchre Pass. Let's go back real quick. To the right. Nope, I can't get through here because the door's blocked. So I'll be damned. I wonder if I'll never be able to get to them. I should be able to get to this one over here. How do I get up there? Huh. Definitely climbable walls up there. Question is, how do I get up there? Oh, that's too high for me to jump. Oh, that's access from below, I guess, actually. I have no idea how to get down there. Oh, yeah, I do. I remember. Hold up. I remember. There is a tunnel down here. Other than this planet is like 50 times bigger than Bogano. I think I have 20 hours, 25 hours. Oh no, wait, I'm on Jedi, different planet. Yeah, they're similar. They're so much bigger though. Like there's so much to explore in these planets. All right, let's keep going down here. Because this is a big desert planet. And you can tame animals in this game and run around and... Alright, supposedly there is a fast travel thing in here somewhere. Yep, just up ahead. What the hell? I don't know what that was. Now, see, this place I'd already been to. Okay. Out of curiosity. See, now I can travel to Sepulchre Pass. Okay, so that's got to be what it was. It just wouldn't let me fast travel because I had to go through the combat series. But I still hadn't uncovered the first one, that Sanctuary Temple. Somehow I didn't have that, despite having 100% completion of the area. That's really weird. Alright, we're done here. Back to the Mantis. And then we're back to, Kobo.
Okay, let's go.
By the way, that fight was quite significantly more difficult. It's gonna be interesting to see how difficult these bounty hunts get.
Headed to Kobo's finest watering hole. So on your whole journey, finding yourself?
Yes.
What was your favorite planet?
I cannot choose.
Well, what's the first that comes to mind?
Moncala. It is vibrant, clean, bursting with energy. The people are welcoming and kind.
Sounds like the exact opposite of Dathomir.
Do not sleep, Grace Drydas, or my sisters will pay you a visit.
Come here, Cal. Trip's almost over.
The cool thing about getting lost doing all this is that I could spend, there's probably 5 to 10 hours of just running around doing these bounty things without ever actually completing any more storyline, which is fun. And I'm happy to do it because I will never, ever, ever, ever get bored at being in the Star Wars universe. It's just, this is where I wish they could do an equivalent game in the Star Trek universe. It would be so cool. I would love that. Thanks, Bunk.
Is that a night sister over by the stable hand with all the muscles?
Her name's Marin.
Oh, I'd love to see a Dathomirian killer in action. Think she'd want in on our deal?
Why not ask her yourself?
Maybe I will. It's a hunter-be-hunted galaxy. Might want to throw that night sister in the mix. Get a move on, will ya? Those bounties won't collect themselves. What can I entice you with today?
Hang on, does she not have any more bounties for me? A GTA style Star Wars, that'd be fun. What's up? Why? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Aún no tienen. Es nuestro turno para tener suerte. Wow. So there's a transformer that blew earlier today at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The lights all went out at like, I don't know, like 10, it was like 10 seconds. But I mean, it was bad because you could hear the transformer blew up. It's hot here. It's going to happen in like when it gets hot, you know, people running the air conditioners and everything else. And we heard the transformer blow, and it sounds horrible. If you've never heard a transformer blow, it sounds like a bomb went off. It's a horrible sound. It's just this, it's like the electricity grind and then the explosion. So you hear this boom. And then we thought we were going to be out of electricity for the rest of the day. But thankfully, we didn't. It just came back on because we were on a backup line. Chris said she just went out front and went to go to the store, and the store, our little corner store, has no electricity, and no one on this other street out there has electricity. What's funny is last year, that same transformer, a different transformer on that line blew. A couple of pigeons hit and blew up, and we lost power for like 7 or 8 hours, and they had power the whole time. So it was it's in reverse this time. Well, thankfully we didn't lose power. That would have been a when you lose power out here and it's 105 degrees outside. That's not a fun day. It's happened a couple of times since I've been here. You just literally sweat and just deal with it. Yeah, she's probably ready to get some food, Chris. She didn't want to wake up though. She's just all sleepy all day today. So I'm guessing this lady won't give me any more bounties until I advance the story a little bit more, because she's just sitting there, won't talk to me anymore now. Or maybe I'm supposed to go talk to Marin first. Hold that thought. Because she did mention Marin a couple of times. So she's out here by the stables. Hey, come here, buddy. Let's scratch a bug lane. Who's a good little boy?
All right.
Well, I don't see Marin out here.
Newcomer. You heading to the cantina anytime soon?
Probably.
I dare you to put a restraining bolt on Monk.
Why would I do that?
Because he won't serve me anymore. Tab, schmab, I'll give him credits when I got credits.
Yeah, not gonna happen, bro. Well, I don't see Marin out here anywhere. Hey, my fisherman buddy's out here. Which means he'll have some more stories for us.
No, Pods. There's only Carl. Forgive the sore greeting, lad. I'm always on edge when fishing for the finger-lipped garpon.
What a name.
And fierce as they come. But that doesn't deter the poachers. The poor garpon, despite its rarity, is a delicacy for the black of heart and the rumbly of belly. In we go!
I love how he dives and then here comes the fishies. Fingerlip garpon.
Ah, did you see that beauty? 2 plump fins, a fine complement of glands, a scrumptious varicose tongue.
Fishing on an empty stomach, Scuba?
Hey, I can't succumb to the passions of the stomach. The garpon must live. I'd better get me mind off it. Spin your tail.
Sure.
So, you wish to hear of a time on the grapnel with the crew of the dread Captain Wanyak Wed?
Sure.
Aye. My tenure began with quite a bump. The moment the grapnel hit orbit, her claxons began to sing. A barrack ship full of lawful types swam out to the stars and hailed us. What be the meaning of this? Growled our captain. We're simple fisherfolk. Your transponder codes tell a different tale, came the reply. You be standing on stolen property, you do. Aye, you've rightful quarters, said the captain. Come on aboard, and I'll surrender what was stolen. But scarcely had the lubbers set boot on the deck of the grapnel, when wham! The captain's harpoon skewered them like a quailfish on a spit. Now you can't do that when you're running line, can you? Said the captain to me, grinning in his foulsome way. I'm sorry to say that I picked up the harpoon that black day. For years, I did not toss a fish back into the sea when I caught her. Well, that is until... blobbing you to death. I'll continue my tale soon, lad.
Alright. Well, I'm curious about how to continue the bounty hunter line. That's literally what I was doing. But she kept prompting me to go talk to Marin, saying I'm going to need the muscle. Oh, we still haven't figured out how to get in here. There's totally a box in there. Oh, you know what I haven't done though? Come here, budget tauntaun.
Let's grab a lift, Beatty. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ah, it's still showing red to me, like I can't get to it. I wonder why. But I did find one of these.
Check it out, Beatty. Priorite.
Oh, it's because there's like a hatch here that I can't access yet. Well, where the hell is Marin at if she's not over here?
You got it.
Maybe she's in the cantina. I just missed her.
We got a new prospector here.
Where my budget tauntaun goes, I go. Oh, wait a second. Who are you?
Finally, those pesky Jawas have stopped poking around my claim.
I saw some Jawas in the forest.
Well, you ain't seeing them no more. Made themselves a little village on the far side of the valley. No one's heard a peep from them since. Not one Utini.
Maybe I'll see how they're doing.
Really? Yeah. Aren't you, Mr. Goody-Goody?
Side quests. Check on the Jawa settlement. Sweet! I like side quests. Can never say no. Okay, here's Marin.
Do you know about the Bile Maw lurking in the mountain?
No, I do not.
I do.
May seem peaceful, but when disturbed, it will charge and trample you. Its thick hide makes it resistant to even the strongest weapons.
How would you approach it?
Mind your feet. Its spray attack will leave pools of acid on the ground.
Good to know. Thanks.
Another side quest. Defeat the Vile Bile Maw.
Thanks for keeping an eye out while we go after Z.
If the raiders return, we will make them regret it.
Reckon we're gonna get along just fine.
I think so. Go, Cal. Z needs you.
How'd you get involved with Sword Tormo and the Haxian Brood?
The usual. I claimed the bounty on a Brood hitman, and Sork sent more hired guns after me. I sent them back, you could say, in a way that got his full attention.
Bits and
Sork
pieces.
reached out with a job offer not long after. You gotta have a little streak of crazy to stay in this game.
Yeah, that checks out.
Like what you see?
Well, I don't actually need... These are all blaster abilities, which...
Oh my.
Maybe they're not. Some of these are blaster abilities. Some of these are just an ability. Charge shot area. Okay, what about this? Slice BT druids. Hold LT, force pull, and press down to slice and control damage probe droids. Okay, so some of these are actually abilities to control droids. I'll be damned.
This for myself. See ya.
Alright, let's see what Monk's got for me. Oh, you know what? I need to turn in that fish that I found. Fishy, 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 woo! I'm gonna Google this because I really want to know how to clean the fish tank. Ah, it says as you put more fish in the tank, it will be cleaner and cleaner. Once you're able to collect 4 different fish, it will be fully spotless from top to bottom. And I just put the 4th fish in there, so that's good to know. Might take a little time, but you know what? And let's go check.
Hey, Monk.
Good to see you, Cal.
Hey, Monk.
Word is you're planning to rescue my new favorite droid.
That's the plan.
Well, before you go charging in there like a mudhorn through a moisture farm, allow me to give you the lowdown. That Raider base is inside a derelict Lucrehulk battleship. You ever seen one?
A few times.
Then you know how deadly those things are. It may be grounded, but that ship is still chock full of defense turrets and reprogrammed
battle droids.
How do you know all this?
I read a lot. Listen, just grab Z and skedaddle before the whole hive comes swarming down on you. Hmm?
Thanks for the advice, Monk.
Be careful out there.
It was good to see you.
Hey, we're thinking of plugging fresh energy cores into the dams at Dredger Gorge. See if we can get them working again.
Not a bad idea. Where'd you learn to do that?
Old friend of ours. Top-notch engineer. Had a winning smile, too.
That he did.
Good friend to have around.
You'd think. But the guy shorted us on our cut after a big take. So, Grok may have left an anonymous tip with the authorities.
Yeah.
This how you treat all your friends?
Don't you mind, Cal. Real friends like you got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Seems like the Raider problem here is getting worse on the daily.
They've got a new leader. No surprise they're getting bolder.
Well, I guess that's why they call it hazard pay. Not much to be done, is there?
Talk like that's gonna get us both killed.
Oh, yeah? Well, let's get his take. What do you propose we do, Cal?
You should avoid the Raiders. Scrapping is dangerous, but they're worse.
Kid's right, Dana. No more jobs on gang turf. Too risky with them Raiders.
Ha! I ain't gonna be intimidated by a few goons with attitude. This is just what we scrappers do. We grab anything that looks valuable.
And hope it isn't load-bearing. Yeah, I get it. But you're underestimating the Raiders.
Due respect, we've made it this far. And there's no way I'm quitting.
We're?
Right. No way we're quitting now.
How much money do you want to bet she's gonna disappear? I'm gonna come back to the cantina and it's just gonna be him.
How you doing?
Man, we got some jamming tunes tonight at the cantina.
So what'd you do before you came here?
I used to perform in a medicine show. I was required to dress in garish outfits and read fortunes while others would stab the audience.
Sounds a little demeaning.
Yes, but the experiences we carry always have a use, Sojourner. When I arrived on Kobo, I noticed a charlatan trying to swindle someone with fool's priorite.
How'd you know?
He wore long sleeves in the heat.
Sleight of hand, huh? I saw a merchant on Corellia do that.
An old trick. Well, I stopped the sale, and Doma has been grateful ever since.
And the swindler?
Tried the trick on the Raiders, so I hear. And sealed his fate.
Going outside, Smeagol? Go on. Leia, what are you doing, Leia? Alright.
Now is not the time to speak.
You know, you've got a core world air about you. It's becoming.
You from the core?
Guilty as charged. I studied the galactic economy with some of the greatest minds of Coruscant. Then watched those same minds ooze into obscurity while real opportunity whistled by.
real opportunity?
Oh, you know, tax-free trade, extrajudicial imports, what have you.
Oh, you mean smuggling?
What I mean is that the galaxy is begging to fill your pockets if only you'll play its game. Talk later, hmm?
Hey there.
So, I wonder if we get a completion.
Seems like you and Doma have some
For
history.
turning in
That's
music
right.
to her.
She took me in, showed me around, hid me, because I was on the run, Cal.
On the run, huh? What'd you do?
The heist of the century. Every bounty hunter in the galaxy was after me.
You pulled off a heist?
Is that so hard to believe?
Well, yeah.
And that's how I pulled it off. No one thinks much of me around here, so they never see me coming. They never see me coming. And that's when I get them.
Alright, I want to check something out at Doma's real quick. Leia. Hey, Leia, stop that. I said stop that. Hang on. I got a kitty cat tearing up a chair. Apparently she decided Christina's chair was a scratch post. She'd been napping there all afternoon. Woke up and all I hear was... Alright. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to go out and check Doma's real quick. Because I've been getting up all this pyrite. Might as well spend it.
Take a look around.
I want to see if I get any sort of achievement for doing the music. So, well, hold it. Before we do that, though, I think I want to get...
One of my favorites.
I want the Frontier pants.
Here you go.
I knew you'd pick that up.
I want the Frontier shirt.
I'll take it.
All sales, fine.
Let's go ahead and get the Frontier jacket. Where's it at?
Oh, I knew that one would catch your eye.
There's an achievement. Okay, cool. So, greasy money. Collected 25. Okay, traded collected. Okay, cool. All right, let's buy some of these tracks. I got a few more coins to spare.
This one.
You know a good deal when you see it.
Gonna go with this one.
I love that one too.
Can't go wrong with this.
It's a deal.
All right, let's give these to our DJ.
I've seen a lot of hunters in my day, and I gotta say, you're showing promise, Cal.
How many bounties until I get a hat like yours?
Not a chance. I took this off my first target. It's sentimental value.
How long you been a bounty hunter?
Long enough. And I know a killer in the making when I see one.
So how'd you like playing on Coruscant?
At first, I loved it. The Undercity's this melting pot of all these different struggles. A real vivid place, you know? After a few months of small gigs, though, I got bumped up to the popular clubs. Didn't take long for me to start hating it.
Not your scene.
It wasn't a conversation, you know? Those crowds just wanted to be able to say they'd seen the next big thing.
Sounds like you were really on the rise.
Well, my agents were ambitious. Scored me a deal that could have had me on billboards all over the Corps. But I said no.
That takes guts.
Well, sort of slicing up raiders. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Let's talk later, Cal, yeah?
What are we feeling like?
Some prospectors told me about a strange building. Distinctive entrance, so they say.
Would be one of those meditation chambers.
Yes, I was thinking the same. Let me know if you find anything, will you?
Side quest! That's 3 side quests we have now on the planet. Outside of the... Man, I could have sworn earlier there was an option to turn music into her, and now I don't see it. Nine of 12 tracks found. Bring them to the saloon to hear some new tunes. They just went and purchased those, but I don't see a way to...
Okay, what should we listen to?
Or maybe they're already in here. I think they are, because this is the one I just bought, Field's Dusk.
I'm thinking this one.
So it just adds them to the rotation. Okay.
Let's change the tempo.
Come on in, grab a spot at the bar.
Hey.
Alright, let's see if the fish tank is cleared up yet. Yep, it's already starting to look a little cleaner. It's not clean, but I think it's getting a little cleaner. Could be wrong. Let's go check the garden. Oh, there's fireflies up
Not
here.
bad. I've seen worse rooftop gardens.
Ooh, my plants grow
Cleared
big.
another plot for you. Thank you for growing plants to their full potential.
Well, thank you for...
A pine fern. Delightful. Its foliage shifts colors with the temperament. Quite dazzling. I wonder what color it will display on Kobo.
What's really interesting is when I checked the inventory, it says that there are 125 seeds you can find. And I've only uncovered, like... I don't even know how many. I've uncovered 12 of 145 seeds. Oh my goodness. What's interesting though is I didn't find out about seeds until later on in the game, so I saw a ton of, I thought they were just plants with like a sparkly effect on them. It turns out those were seeds that you needed to gather. So I you know, when I go back and do my second playthrough, that'll be when I gather all the seeds. Still, really cool.
You found a jelly spire, I see. It may look flimsy, but they have a strong, fibrous core.
1 second.
Just you wait for that golden light moss to grow. Observe the roots that rise up underneath, helping the flowers to reach nearby light sources. A Kobo spiker. The name says it all. Protection from predators and quite effective. The flower is most intricate and beautiful, but its spines are so sharp that it is best observed from afar. We can talk later.
Okay, so she's explored all the...
Got some seeds. Let's get them in the ground.
These things look really cool.
Use your talents.
Yeah, I don't think I have any new seeds though. I've planted all the ones I have. Right? Yeah. This is a pretty cool looking place, to be honest with you. Like,
Wonderful. New seeds. Plant one. I'll share its details.
so unlock this plot and this plot, and then this plot over here is now unlocked. Oh, I can climb up to the top of that? Hold up, we're gonna have to do that here in a second. I hadn't done that yet. It looks like there's another plot you can unlock over here, so
I was hoping you'd find
2
seeds
plots.
Like that. Put one in the ground.
That's really cool. What is up top here? I didn't realize you could explore over here. I hear something. Oh, yeah. There's one of these things. Let's see if it needs an easy one or a hard one. The one I found earlier today I couldn't do. I gave up on it. I tried like 6 times. I was like, nope, I'm done. I don't want to be struggle bussing. This is just a kill one. Hoorah! That was a pretty easy challenge.
It's gone now. We did it.
Skill point for the win. What is that down there? Huh. No! No! Shit! Okay. Whew, I almost
Let's
didn't
take
get it.
this to Doma's. Let's take a look. Maybe we should take up prospecting, huh, BD?
Oh, there's 2 different doors I can get through now in here. Where does this lead? Creepy tunnel.
Check it out, BD. Glad you're excited.
Is that gotta be red? It's not red. What is that? How do I get past it?
out of here, first thing is paying a visit to Dome and Dendra. You hear that? Oh no! Run! Go!
Oh shoot! Shiznizzle! Oh right, new perk slot unlocked. Hell yeah. Sweet, I just unlocked Smuggler's Tunnels. And looky there, over to the left. Oh, these are the Smuggler Tunnels I was in way early in the beginning of the game. I forgot all about coming back in here to investigate. Another challenge.
Gotta stay calm.
Like, this is the first place you uncover after you get here. Oh, is this one of those ones we have to jump? I'm probably gonna skip this. I suck at these so bad. I tried the last one and I skipped it.